Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Golden Goal Show, Season 3, Episode 15, everybody. Welcome on this wonderful day of this last day of football before the World Cup. I am so happy to see all the fans in Qatar that are the same people dressed in the same uniforms. That's for another topic, but it's fine. Everybody, welcome to the show watching on YouTube and on Spotify. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Everybody, let me introduce you to my co-host of the show, Emilio. How are you doing, mate?
Man, I am excited. We're 1 week away from the World Cup, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the first couple of games to start.
Oh yeah. But we have football to take care of. All right, and then another person that's on the show, a Tottenham fan, Veronica. How are you doing, mate?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. You sound a little too enthusiastic, but you know what? You're okay. Lovely. And also another new guest on the show who is a Chelsea fan who I met at a Chelsea pub, and it's lovely meeting this guest. And how are you doing, Solomon? A Chelsea fan, obviously. So how are you, mate?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic is a strange word for a suffering Chelsea right now, but hey, it's a night. We're before World Cup, so we're doing fantastic. I guess that's
Yeah.
another word for
It's
suffering. I
yeah.
guess I am doing fantastic. It means suffering. Okay, well, everybody, let us get into the Premier League first. One of the best leagues in the world, or the best league, or whatever you want to call it. First place is Arsenal. Second place is Manchester City. Third place is Newcastle United. Fourth place, Tottenham. Fifth place, Manchester United. And 20th place is Wolverhampton Wanderers, the Wolves sinking without a howl. Oh, my analogies are fun. All right, match day 16. Let's get into it. Manchester City and Brentford, 1-2 for the Hornets and Brentford. Liverpool, Southampton, 3-1 for Liverpool. Bournemouth, Everton, 3-0 for Bournemouth. West Ham United, Leicester City, 0-2 for Leicester City. Tottenham and Leeds United, great game here, 4-3 for Tottenham Hotspurs, and a red card for for Leeds United being naughty. Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace, 1-0 for Nottingham Forest, beating out Crystal. Newcastle United and Chelsea FC, 1-0 for Newcastle, dominating that game. Wolverhampton Wanderers and Arsenal, 2-0 for Arsenal, continuing their hot win streak. Brighton and Aston Villa, great game here, 1-2 for Aston Villa. Fulham, Manchester United, 1-2 for Manchester United, and great game for young Garnacho. All right, let me get into this first. I guess Manchester City, Brentford. Brentford did hold off Manchester City at home. At home. I mean, who else but the guy who didn't get called up to the England squad, Ivan Toney, showing Gareth Southgate what he actually has. I mean, it's sad. It's sad. I didn't completely watch this game, but I just know Ivan Toney scored, and I'm sure he regrets his decision right now of not calling Ivan Toney up to it, but it is what it is. We move. All right, Liverpool, Southampton. Did anybody watch this game? Because I am not a Liverpool fan, so I didn't know, but I can tell you with my brain of massive football, Firmino scored, Darwin Nunez scored, and Darwin Nunez scored again. Oh, and then Che Adams scored, so good for Liverpool. I really don't care. All right, now Tottenham and Leeds United. Veronica, take the wheel for this one. Let me see how you drive. That's Fast and Furious reference. That's no. What?
Okay.
That sounds embarrassing. Just
So,
Yeah.
I think the takeaway we can have from this game, as
Mhm.
well as every Tottenham game in the last month and a half, is
Yeah.
if we could hypnotize the players so that they think they're down one goal at the start of the game, Spurs would win all their games. That's definitely something I saw on Twitter. I can't remember who said it, but so I can't shout them out. But it's just very funny because I mean Leeds are chaotic, so I expected it to be a very chaotic game. But oh my gosh, we if Romero's not there, we really can't defend. I think Eric Dyer is obviously very tired, making a lot of mistakes. Longley's pretty good, but still there just isn't cohesiveness. I think the only consistent defender we've had is Ben Davies pretty much, and he's a 7 out of 10 each game.
Yeah.
So there's not a ton he can do, but we showed a lot of grit or whatever. So it was a very fun game to watch, probably as a neutral. The nice part as a Tottenham fan during it was every time we went down, I wasn't like, well, that's the game. Like I knew there was a chance to score goals. And both Rodrigos on each team, Rodrigo on Leeds and Rodrigo Bentancur had a brace. Kulusevski was amazing. He's such a game changer. So, to me, like there were bright spots. It was a very fun game, lots of energy, lots going on. But I wouldn't say this tells me anything particular about what's going to happen next for Spurs. I know for like the World Cup, obviously, who knows what's going to happen for any team. But, there's certain games where I'm like, this teaches us something about the team. This totally didn't, besides maybe reinforcing what we already knew, that Kulusevski's our most important player.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I think more than Kane.
Is
Even
he
though
starting over
Kane,
Son?
Sonny's just injured. He broke his face.
Okay. His what?
Yeah, he in the Champions League he broke his face and
His
around
face?
his eye. Yeah, his face.
Ooh, wait,
Yeah.
is he not going to be in the World Cup?
No, so he is. It's like
Okay, good.
So it's like a common injury that basketball players get actually, because
Oh.
you get like elbowed in the eye socket basically.
Hmm.
So he broke it in 4 places, got surgery, and he'll be able to like play with one of those like Zorro masks basically.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
So I think he'll have one of those during the
Prime
World Cup,
Sonny
but
coming
he's
in.
in the squad.
That's funny.
So yeah,
mean-
so he broke his face. I think the
Talk
ideal
about
starting
the
lineup.
controversy for I think it was Kane's goal. It was
Yeah, no, that was whack.
really weird. There's
What
a
happened?
controversy every time,
Longley,
every weekends. But yeah, talk about that.
Longley like ran into Melier in goal,
Yeah,
totally took him out. And it wasn't like, sometimes you see those instances. So it was our first goal.
Yeah.
Kane had nothing to do with the controversy. He just was like back post, got the ball, scored. But Longley, like in the buildup, I think it was off a corner or whatever. He just took out Melier, pushed him into the goal.
What?
And sometimes in those instances, like it's like, oh, the defender pushes a attacking player into their keeper and then they don't call it a foul because it was because of the defender. That wasn't even it. It was like 2 Spurs players ran into each other and then Longley fell into Melier and took him out. And so I was really surprised they didn't pull it back. I think the only reason they did was they thought like it happened like so like at the same time as Kane scoring. So like there was no way Melier would get to where he was. But even then, that's like very weird. And I don't know. I think, from a Spurs perspective, I'm like, yeah, like I'd prefer for all of our goals to be like cut and dry and, we win the game, whatever. One could also argue that Tyler Adams fouled Bentancur in the build-up to Rodrigo's second, the whatever. But the thing that's just annoying is like those are like that's one of those goals where I'm like, I'm gonna look at that later, and there are going to be goals that are disallowed for like other Premier League teams, and you can point to this goal and be like, well, what's the difference? And so like I've heard a lot of people talk about like they'd like some explanation from refs or from VAR as like why certain things stand and others don't. And this is one of those situations where I'm like, they should be coming out and saying what exactly their thought process was, because this like sets a precedent. I've seen this stand,
Barack Obama,
so
president.
you'll want it to stand later. But anyway,
Yeah.
So I'll say this: I think it was pretty bad. If I were a Leeds fan, I'd be pissed. But I'll take it. 3 points. I don't care.
Of course.
I don't care. So
Okay.
but I'm not above admitting that totally should have been taken back. Shouldn't have been a goal.
Yeah, that's okay. Tottenham's the best
Yeah, I don't care.
club in London. It's fine. It's fine right now. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no.
London clubs are dead. Okay, what am I saying? Arsenal's first. I don't want.
What are you saying?
I don't want to
Like,
believe it. Okay, let's move on right now. Chelsea.
Watch the League Cup. Then
Huh?
we're all done. If it was just a League Cup, then you're right.
Yeah. London. London is in blue. London is in white. London is in red. London is shit. Manchester is better. Oh, that was a good meme last week. All right, Newcastle, Chelsea. Veronica, we watched this game together at my place with a couple of friends of ours. Yep, I mean, no. I mean, only thing I was kind of really happy about is seeing Lewis Hall, the youngster we have, do good for the game. Broja had some moments, but besides that, I really can't tell you what I remember about this game. So it's kind of hard to say. And I think Almiron scored for
No, it was
Newcastle.
Willock.
Oh,
Willock.
oh yeah,
Willock's
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Willock's goal was
Yep.
beautiful. Oh
It
my
was great.
gosh.
It was a great goal, to be honest. Even though like it cut like everybody out of the surprise, no one thought he was gonna shoot that. I think was it? It was like Arma who was taking it inside, and then Joe
Yeah,
Willoks
yeah,
just
yeah. He
came
was
in like,
driving it in.
and then Joe Willoks just came in and was like, thank you. So even though
Oh,
it's weird, I did see Mendy jump for that, and it looks like he put his like hand like back a little bit, like man's long.
Yeah, I think he thought it was going wide or going high or something.
Yeah, yeah, and
I-
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
if I can chime in on this game. I
no,
watched
yeah,
the
yeah.
game.
Take it away. Let me hear you.
Yeah,
Let me hear
I
you.
watched this game very closely, and I was like just getting angry at the lineup for some reason. Like it just didn't
Yeah.
feel like we were facing a very good prospect team. He for some reason it felt like he was playing at a lower league team or
Yeah.
like a cup. It just feels like I don't know. It maybe it underestimated the power and the level they have or
Yeah.
something. But I wouldn't start with Broya and Gallagher. And then on top of that, we also had, I don't know if he was injury or if he was just taking a caution, like taking out Lufted cheek.
Oh,
So like it just
Loftus-Cheek,
feels
yeah.
weird. Yeah. So it didn't feel like a really game that we were putting everything out for. Like we hold up on. I think we could have started Haves. We could have started. Uh, I think Pulisic as well.
Yeah. Do you
They
want me to tell
didn't
you the
go.
lineup really fast that they
Yeah,
had?
yeah,
So, obviously Mendy keeper. It was a 3 4
yeah.
2 1. So Koulibaly, Chalobah, and Aspilicueta in the back, which I kind of agree with because we've been playing Cucurella as left center back, and it's been what the heck? It's why? Well, I don't know why. And
Yeah,
then the four in the middle, on the left is Lewis Hall. He did good after the FA Cup game, so hey, great, good
he
start for him.
deserved that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mateo Kovacic and Jorginho in the middle, of course, and then Ruben Loftus-Cheek out wide, which is ah
They've been, yeah, those two. I mean, I don't think it's a good balance to have Ruben and Lewis Hall in both in because they. I think from what I looked at the game, I think they copied the exact same thing
yeah,
that Arsenal did for the game, which is basically press um, in our own zone, and they also were not giving a breathing space in terms of like pushing.
yeah.
And both the wings were overloaded by Julington, and Almiron has been fantastic like
Mm-hmm.
the
Oh
last
yeah.
couple of months. So it had been constant run in both ends. So I thought Ruben shouldn't have started. I don't think he does. It sounds strange to say deserved the start, but I think I could have gone with somebody else, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
Even
agree with you.
yeah,
I
even
agree.
Aspi is like a very progressive winger. I would have gone with some
Yeah.
other options other than. And then when he substituted, he also went with the right choice, which is like Silva came in and took Chaloba's space, and
Yeah.
Chalobah switched to the to the left and to the right. I'm sorry, which it made sense after that. Like it
Yeah.
just makes sense to have Thiago in the middle and just play from that. Yeah, I don't know if that's everyone's thought, but
No, I
yeah,
mean, let me just say, also Mount Gallagher were the front, I say left and attacking mid and right attacking mid, then Broja was up top. But I think with the lineup we played, we did okay against a very, very hot Newcastle team. And
yeah,
also to remember, Reece James is injured, Chilwell's
yeah,
injured,
yeah.
Kante is
As
injured.
in, yeah,
And I'd say it's not, we could have had definitely more chances, but it's not too bad where, it's not like
yeah, yeah.
maybe like last game was a little more disappointing. Not the FA Cup game, but the game before that.
Yeah,
No, I think
the Arsenal game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we all, when we were watching it, we turned to each other at the end and we're like, to be honest, like that could have been a draw. Chelsea could have won, and it wouldn't have
Yes.
seemed like that unfair. Like
Yeah.
as much as Newcastle had like more momentum, I would say overall,
Yeah.
it wasn't like they had a ton of great chances. Neither did Chelsea. Like, you know, it was like a pretty even matchup,
Yep.
which
Yeah. Anybody
right
could have
now,
taken it. Yeah.
yeah. And without like you said, without Chilwell, without Reece James, that's like a huge part of the creativity of the team in the past is you know, things coming in from the wings. And starting with inexperienced attackers. I definitely get the frustration with that. I don't think Graham Potter would underestimate Newcastle, but
Yeah.
I don't know why he wouldn't play them either. It's very strange.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. I just couldn't get it. Like I was like, this doesn't sound like a team that can. It felt like he went for a draw, as opposed to like putting everything out and trying to like hold them
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I
I wonder
just-
if any part of it was like, I don't want to play people who are like avoiding playing people who are going to the World Cup in case
Yeah,
they wouldn't
possibly, yeah.
try or something, like, or if they'd be worried about getting injured. I don't know.
Yeah, but that would also put both Gallagher and Mounts in risk.
It-
I thought it
Yeah,
was
that's
that.
true.
Mendy, Koulibaly, Kovacic,
Yeah.
Gallagher, Mount.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. That's actually
Yeah.
I
and
know.
Azpilicueta too. Man.
I was just like, why wouldn't you play? Yeah. And the way I think about it is it's like, you can't really say, oh, it's to rest the players because they're about to, like, this is the last club game for a while. Maybe he was just frustrated and was like, I'm just going to throw people who are
Everything.
really hungry on and see if their energy can match Newcastle.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know. I think it's like you get to see like because the way it works is that, at least from what I see it, usually when you give somebody an opportunity, when they come in for as a sub and they come in and they make a difference, you're like, next time maybe.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you're doing good. So the next time you get the starting opportunity. But if you look at Roya, he came in a couple of times. He got like that penalty against Man United, but he didn't really make that much of a difference. And then Ruben has been getting constant chances after chance, which he doesn't take that much. Like it just seems he takes it for granted. Like when Dennis came in on the Champions League game, he actually showed why he deserved that starting lineup for the next game. And you're like, you want your youngsters and people who haven't gotten the chances to come in, make a difference, and make a statement why they should deserve to start for the next game. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel like. And if
I
this
know,
game feels like,
I know exactly what you mean because I've had the same thing with Spurs where we've been so flat, and then Brian Hill will come on and be amazing, and then I don't see him again for like 2
Ever,
games. And I'm
yeah.
like, what's going on? But I don't know. That's one of those moments where I'm like, what are the managers seeing that we don't? Like what's happening in training that we don't get to understand that makes them not trust them? Yeah. It's always weird.
I hope. I mean, I like that he implemented Lewis Hall after he's doing good the last game.
Yeah.
So it's good that he's actually looking at the youth. So I'm happy about it. So, all right. Well, let's just move on now to. Do we even have to talk about Arsenal? Because Wolves was just. I watched this game as well too. Wolves were just not good. But Arsenal good. Gabriel Martinelli. Hot streak before Brazil. He's going to Brazil, of course, to play with Brazil with Qatar. That was confusing. Sorry. All right.
In Qatar, yeah.
Yes. Fulham, Manchester United. Emilio, do you want to take the floor? You are the dancing queen. If you want to, you know.
Yes, the dancing queen has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful.
I thought the game was pretty good with Ericsson scoring, well, sliding through with a goal. That was nice. And then the last minute Garnacho goal.
Alejandro Garnacho, the Argentine, indeed.
Man, is he in the Argentina
Yes.
squad?
He's
Yes.
going to Qatar.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see what he can do in the World Cup.
Imagine if he does that celebration with Messi, like the Ronaldo celebration.
Man, you know Ronaldo's gonna go off on that, man. You know he's gonna try harder just to have a chance to play against Argentina just to get him
Oh
back.
yeah. And you heard about the breaking news about Ronaldo, by the way?
I did.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
I mean, I can't say for Ronaldo's sake, but I mean, I respect Ronaldo like as a player, but I for me I think it's time for him to leave Man United.
Yeah.
That's why I gotta say I think he. I mean, we had a hype about him last year, and now it's just he complains too much and about him not not him not playing enough or something like that. But either way, I think it's time for unless he can prove that he can play and stay in Man United, he's got to go.
Yep. I mean, he said in an interview with Pierce Morgan, he's like, no, the main thing was basically to wrap it all up. He says, not only the coach, but the other 2 or 3 guys around the club, I feel betrayed. So he just feels like he was there to be the main part of their project, but he's not even getting played. So, and fair enough with United not playing him because, I mean, it's affecting everybody, I'm sure too. So
Yeah, I mean, they got Rashford, Martial, Garnacho, and God, I can speak names. That is terrific.
same.
It's just strikers that we do need that are willing to play and do the part.
Yeah. And yeah, I can. Let me just read out the whole interview. He said, "I don't have respect for Eric Ten Hag because he doesn't show respect for me. I feel betrayed. I felt that some people that didn't want me at Man United, not only this year but last season too. I don't know why he criticizes me so badly. Oh, this is about also Wayne Rooney too. He said he talked crap about Ronaldo, and then Ronaldo said, I don't know why he criticizes me so badly. Probably because he finished his career and I'm still playing at a high level. I'm not going to say that I'm I'm not saying that I'm looking better than him, which is true. Dang, okay, cocky. And then also about Raf Ragnak, the former Manchester United coach, he said this: if you're not even a coach, how are you going to be the boss of Manchester United? I've never even heard of him. And
Oh
then
my God, this
I
guy's
know,
the worst.
I know.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
finally he
Yeah.
said this: the progress was zero. Since Alex left, Alex Ferguson, I saw no evolution in the club. Nothing has changed. I mean, Ronaldo, just yeah. I mean,
He already said it. I mean, if the club sacks him, I wouldn't be surprised. But
no, he's leaving. He's leaving Manchester United
Yeah,
in the transfer window, this January transfer window, definitely.
oh, I didn't.
yeah.
Wait, where is he going? That's another question.
Anywhere.
Possibly Chelsea.
Oh
That's what
God.
I've heard.
No, please no.
I'm not kidding. Like
No.
that's what I heard.
Bowley can make him be our, Chelsea Megastore owner. Why not?
Mega store owner. Oh
Yep.
no.
He can be the Megastore owner. Why not? They
I
need
mean, he
better
sells
services.
shirts though. I mean, he sells jersey. I think.
No, yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
I think he, in some respects, he got some points though. I think I saw the TikTok somewhere, and he was saying like the club invested in nothing basically. I think he was saying
Yep.
like the things that we had 20 years ago when I was here in my 20s are the same technology, the same chef, which he mentioned that he actually loves those people,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah. I saw
same
that.
like equipment, the same. So he had some points. Like he was, I think this is what Gary Neville says all the time, where he says the
Mm,
club is being milk money, but they're not really investing, which is correct because if
yeah.
you look at
No, Yeah, the
debt
Glazers are
to
terrible.
yeah, the debt to I think it's like the debt to income ratio, it's like really high. The club is like billions I think it's billions in debt, but at the same time they keep taking money out, which is so he got some points, but then the way he goes about it, the way he talks about people is not really kind. Like the way he talks about the current manager, the previous manager, like it's about attitude sometimes. It's a team game. Like you have to make it work for everybody. It's I mean, if you want the glory for yourself, I think you might want to try at tennis or something. There's 11
Yeah.
people, there are 10 people playing around you, so you got to figure some of them out. And then he was, I think, in some of the things that he does, it's very, very childish. Like somebody criticizes you and then you never shake their hand or say hi, or they were your previous teammates. They put things out for you, and they, it just seems very dramatic sometimes. And he got a point sometimes. He like sometimes it's just too much. Like the things he does is too much. He takes it
Yep.
like 10 times. Yeah, whatever the thing is. Yeah.
I
I
fully
just
agree
think
with you.
like with him walking out of the Spurs game early, like the
Yeah.
disrespect to your teammates, they won the game like handily, and you leave because you think you deserve time. Just disrespectful. And also, a report came out like yesterday that Benzema said he hasn't even heard from him since he won the Ballon d'Or. So it
Really?
shows, yeah.
I
So he never reached out to say congratulations. So it's like I think I've made it no secret that I hate Cristiano
Ooh.
on the show. Like I can't take away what he's done as a player, but as a person, I've always hated him.
Mhm.
And I think like you're definitely right that the Glazers are terrible owners. Like there's definitely a lot of things wrong with the club, but it's not about Cristiano. And I think he's bringing those things up as part of validating the fact that he's throwing a hissy fit about not getting time. He could have easily come to United, taken up a role of a leader and like super sub off the bench,
Yep.
like teaching the young players, but he's made it about him and he's upset that the new manager isn't just going to do whatever the biggest name wants. And I think the best takeaway for United is you have a manager that will not fall to the stars. He will do what he thinks is best for the club and for all the players. And I think that's a great way to focus on this moment because there's definitely progress from last season to now,
Mhm.
and that should be what they're focusing on, not on you know is Ronaldo getting time or whatever, or are they challenging for the Premier League now. It's a process. I don't know. I don't like him, so I don't let me go on too long.
No. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Well, everybody, Premier League. That is done for 2022. Will we be back? And no, that's not. It's a lie. We will be back before the end of the year with some December games. So, I don't know how that's gonna be with injuries in the World Cup, or I don't know how that's gonna affect it, but we will see. Okay, now let's move on to La Liga. First place is Barcelona. Second place is Real Madrid. Third place is Real Sociedad. Fourth place is Athletic Club. Fifth place is Atletico Madrid. And 20th place is Elche. Match day 14. Let us get into it. Elche and Girona. 1-2 for Girona. Athletic Club and Valladolid. 3-0 for Athletic Club. Osasuna and Barcelona. 1-2 for Barcelona. But red card for them, big not say. Armenia and Getafe. 1-0 for Armenia and a red card for Armenia, big not say. Sevilla and Real Sociedad. 1-2 for Real Sociedad and a red card for Sevilla, being naughty. Everybody's naughty. Espanyol, Villarreal, 0-1 for Villarreal. Mallorca and Atletico Madrid, 1-0 for Mallorca, upsetting Atletico Madrid. Real Vallecano and Celta Vigo, 0-0, a draw there. Valencia and Real Betis, 3-0 for Valencia, and a red card for Real Betis, being naughty. And then also the last game, Real Madrid and Cadiz, 2-1 for Real Madrid winning the game and continuing their hot streak. Just kidding, they lost their last game. All right. Well, did any of you happen to watch any of the La Liga games this weekend? That took me a long time to say.
Yeah, I think the one that I was really surprised with was I don't know if this is this week, but Atletico Madrid losing to Morocco.
Yeah,
It's like,
Lorica, yeah.
yeah, like that was out of nowhere, and they needed, like, every team needs to win the last game before anything, before the break, before to go in good momentum.
Yeah.
But they lost it. And I was like, no, I'm really passive supporter of like Atletico Madrid, so
Yeah.
that was really surprised me. Others, they were like, yeah, the obvious teams won, like Real Madrid to
Hmm.
Tires is that's very expected.
Yeah.
But that one was really surprising.
Yeah, I'm looking right now at the stats and wow, 9 shots versus 17 for Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
3 to 5 on target for Atletico Madrid. 37% possession versus 63% possession for Atletico Madrid. I mean, dominated by Atletico Madrid, but they just didn't have the, I guess, the finishing
to break the
touches.
wall. Yeah,
Yeah, and
that really surprised me. Like, ooh, this is crazy.
I don't.
63% possession.
Yeah, and it's like Vida Mariki, I believe that's how you say his name, scored for Mallorca. So yeah, disappointing result definitely for Atletico Madrid. So you're an Atletico Madrid supporter in La Liga, right?
Yeah, by default, because I don't like the big two, Real Madrid and
Barcelona, Real Madrid. Yeah,
Barcelona. To
fair enough.
tell you very, I mean, I'm okay with Real Madrid since the
Hazard.
gentleman is there, but like
Yeah,
other than that, I just, yeah,
yeah.
they spend too much money and they have way less competition than the
Hmm.
Premier League, the Serie A. So it's kind of like, yeah, by default, I'm like, yeah, there's Atletico Madrid is always there. So, and they have Griezmann as well. They
Yeah.
have good players. They have Simeone is fantastic when it comes to defending. He
Oh
can
yeah.
outlast every manager. I think besides Chelsea, he did that to he did the same thing to. I think they didn't win against Simeone, either club or Pep. So he have fantastic records of like defending to death. So I like
Yep.
this is really what I
Park the
really
bus.
enjoy. So yeah, yeah, the working the best. Even though it's boring, sometimes you just need to just fight through a lot of the games. So I just by default I'm like, yeah, there's a team that I can support.
Yeah, yeah. It's a fair shout. Uh, all right. Yeah. So Barcelona, Osasuna. So yeah, I could just say this: David Garcia scored in the 6th minute for Osasuna, and then Pedri scored in the 48th minute, and then Gerard Piqué. Oh, okay. Well, I'm so confused. These results are very confusing. The 85th minute, Rafinha scored, and then Robert Lewandowski scored in the no, he got a red card in the 30th minute. Yeah, because he got two yellow cards, and I guess his second yellow card was a bit rash. I did see that, and then Gerard Piqué got a red card in the 49th minute, and he that was a send off game. So, oof, yeah, great way to send off, I guess, but that is what it is.
Do
Yeah,
you know how he like what he did? Was it like a last defender situation or something
I
like that?
I don't know. It was probably because the ref is a Shakira fan. And was like, I'm not having this, and just tell him to get out. So those hips don't lie. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Emilio, did you happen to watch a Real Madrid game?
I watched the highlight of it, and my God, Tony Cruz, man, what a goal from him!
How
I'm
was it?
so, ah, it was it was pretty good.
Come
I
on.
don't. Did you watch it?
No.
No.
Tell me.
Oh, oh, right. You don't support him.
Nice.
Uh, no, but I mean, I'm happy with the 3 points. I hope we can win more.
Yeah. Yeah. Eder Militao scoring in the 40th minute, and then Tony Kroos scoring in the 70th, and Lucas Perez scoring for Cadiz in the 81st minute. So yeah, I mean, another solid win for Real Madrid after their loss. So good to hear that they're at least bouncing back. All right. Now let's get on to Serie A, and first place is Napoli continuing their win streak. Great for them. Second place is AC Milano. Third place is Juventus. Fourth place is Lazio. Fifth place is Inter Milano. Sixth place is Atalanta, and then 20th place is Verona. Match day 15. Let us get into it. Empoli and Cremonese, 2-0 for Empoli. Napoli and Udinese, great game here. 3-2 for Napoli. Sampdoria and Lis, 0-2 for Lis. Then Bologna and Sassuolo, 3-0 for Bologna. Atalanta and Inter Milano, 2-3 for Inter Milano. Roma and Torino, 1-1, a draw there. Monza and Salernitana, 3-0 for Monza, and a red card for Salernitana being Notte. Verona and Spezia, 1-2 for Spezia, and then AC Milano and Fiorentina, 2-1 for AC Milano. Good win for them. Then Juventus and Lazio, another great game, 3-0 for Juventus, battering Lazio. Great for them, actually. Dude, looking good because they haven't been honestly looking that hot the past couple of games. So, yeah. Anybody watch any Serie A this weekend, or possibly enjoy a nice Kraft mac and cheese?
Ooh,
I
I
actually
think.
did.
You
Oh,
have
go ahead.
Kraft mac and cheese?
Yeah, I didn't watch any games, but I did
Okay.
have Kraft mac
Look
and
at that.
cheese.
That's how Italian of you. Great. Um, did anybody watch any Serie A though?
I think it's like there was a good game between Milano and Florentina. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that one was a good game, and as always,
Yeah.
even though the rest look pretty bad, Liao is
Oh,
always performing. They have a pretty good rating. The stats are that's okay. I mean, they were like 49-50 possession,
mm-hmm.
and it was good, but he always performed on that team. I mean, everybody else. If you look at the game rating, it's like Drew have 4,
Yeah.
3.9. The rest are like, but he's like 8.2. He stands out everything
I
at
mean,
every game
I
that he
really
plays.
hope he comes to Chelsea. I really hope.
Hopefully that's
Him and
hopefully if they have a good sporting director by the January transfer, we might have a good signing.
yeah. I mean, we already have Nkunku. That's already kind of like hopefully
Yeah.
sealed. And it's funny because Rafael he scored in the second minute, and he did the Ronaldo celebration, like the chill one. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I love that celebration. Oh yeah, and then yeah, Antonin Barak scored in the 20th minute, and then in the 91st minute of the game, Nicolo Milenkovic scored an own goal for AC Milano, and AC Milano scored. I mean, won 2-1. So, oof,
Yeah. It's
oof.
like it's all right, but you know, that's kind of like you need some sort of luck and sometimes hard work. But the
Mhm.
rating, you can tell it can tell you like nobody really plays a good game. But Tomori is like 5.7, which is he's the closest to Liao. I
Yeah,
mean, actually, Kalulu is also 6.8, but everybody else is okay. But Liao always just he's very one of
he's
those.
amazing.
Yeah, he's very good. He's gonna be a future star, to be honest.
Oh, definitely. If we have Nkunku on the right and then Liao on the left, oh,
Yeah, that would be great.
yeah, I can only dream. I can only dream. All right, let me
Yeah.
move on to Juventus, and I have to just address it since they've been kind of shaky the past season. So
Ooh, Lazio. Yeah.
yeah, Moise Kean scoring a double, a brace. Good for
Ooh.
him. Honestly, he's gonna be great for Italy in the World Cup. And then Adriano Milik.
Oh no, Italy is not in the World Cup
Oh, I
anymore.
know. I'm just
Oh,
making
in the
fun.
upcoming, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Since he's very young.
Oh, you mean in the next Euros?
Eh,
I was just making fun of Italy because they're not in the World Cup. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, at least good brace for him, and then also Milik scoring in the 89th minute. So it's a good win for Juventus at least when they haven't been doing so hot lately. So proud for them. But all right, now let us get into the Bundesliga, and first place is Bayern München. I want to cry. Second place is Freiburg. Third place is Leipzig. Fourth place is Eintracht Frankfurt. Fifth place is Union Berlin. Sixth place is Dortmund. And 18th place is Schalke going down. Match day 15. Let us get into it. 4-2 for Bayern Mönchengladbach. Great win for Bayern Mönchengladbach and a disappointing result for Dortmund. Augsburg and Bochum 0-1 for Bochum. Hoffenheim and Wolfsburg 2-1 for Wolfsburg. Bayern Leverkusen and Stuttgart 2-0 for Bayern Leverkusen. Werder Bremen and Leipzig 2-1 for Leipzig. Hertha Berlin and Köln 2-0 for Hertha Berlin. Schalke and Bayern, basic win for Bayern, 0-2 for Bayern München. Mainz and Frankfurt, 1-1, a draw. They're disappointing for Frankfurt, can't lie. Freiburg and Union Berlin, 4-1 for Freiburg. A great game here for Freiburg, battering Union Berlin, who were naughty and got a red card. But God, I gotta say this: we all thought Union Berlin were actually had a chance of winning the league, but no, of course, Bayern came back as always. That's it is what it is. I mean, it's Bayern's league. It's the Bundesliga. It's the Farmers League. Bayern's farming. They're playing Farmer Simulator. It's what it is. It's how it is. Yeah. Anybody want to say anything about this league besides?
I think the one thing that I want to say about Dortmund is that they are in the same place as we are, so it's kind of like a match of two the same on a different league, because we are 7th, I think, and they're 6th in the Bundesliga, so it's kind of like, yeah, they're not terribly good, they're not like second,
Inconsistent.
so it's going to be a very good matchup. I think in the Champions League in the upcoming rounds, it's going to be very interesting, because if we start doing all right, and they probably will too, because after the break they might have the same problem as we are having. So that one thing, and they lost the last game, which by a terrible margin. I think we are, in some sense, if you look at the stats, we lost a better game than they did, because they lost the game. Was like the stats, if you look at, they got good possessions, good everything, but never the goals. So that's
Sounds like
gonna be
Chelsea.
yeah. So that's gonna be interesting matchup between Chelsea and Dortmund, and they are both in the same terrible positions. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and I really like Dortmund's I think it's like they have very dedicated fans, and the culture there is pretty good.
It's amazing.
The team is very young as well. Like if you look at a lot of their upcoming stars,
Nkunku, Bellingham,
Bellingham. So
Fiorina.
and they have a very good prospect, but they're also struggling at the same time. Very young squad, and some of them they do a pretty good business. I think their scouting department is fantastic. Like they just have year after year. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting where they are gonna be at the end of the season, maybe upcoming season as well. So it's like, but I'm more looking forward to the Champions League game between Chelsea and Dortmund.
It should be interesting, and I mean, I don't know. I've seen links, obviously, of Bellingham going to Chelsea, but I doubt that's gonna happen. I think Bellingham's.
No, he's going to Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's going to Liverpool. Yeah.
Not City?
No, it's literally like Bellingham is like, it's almost guaranteed he's going to Liverpool.
Oh.
It's been like written for years that he's going to Liverpool.
I don't like that. I don't know why.
Like,
he might also go to Real Madrid, because they can spend as much as Dortmund.
Also, it might change now that Liverpool's getting sold, but like the whole plan was like, because Klopp still has connections at Dortmund or whatever.
Yeah,
was like
it's the same thing about him having a connection at Chelsea as well, because he used to support Chelsea growing up, or his.
Oh yeah, he played on their youth.
I think, something like that. I thought he had a connection to Chelsea than to Liverpool, but
no, I don't think it's like his club, like where he wants to go back to. It's not like a Holland situation. It's like there was a plan between agent and clubs that he would go to Dortmund, and then when his contract was up, he would go to Liverpool. It's kind of like
Sancho.
Yes, exactly. I was gonna say the Sancho thing, where it was like, we all knew where he was going to end up. It was just when and for what price tag. So that was kind of my understanding of Bellingham with Liverpool. Was, you know how Liverpool kind of like had a succession plan with like defense and forwards, and their midfield is the one that really hasn't really come together. A big part of that was because the ownership group or whatever was planning on Bellingham being like the center of their like succession plan for their midfield.
Yeah.
So Yeah,
That's interesting.
and he wasn't going to leave Dortmund yet.
Yeah, and he have, I think it's like 60 million or something.
Yeah,
contract-
release.
Yeah, contract release. So that could be ending up very true, but it's gonna be a very interesting, because Liverpool, when it comes to the market, are very brute. Like, they like to take their time, but also if they see that this opportunity is about to fly away, they think they go for it. That's what happens with
Yeah.
Diaz, I think. That was
Yeah, it did
fantastic.
happen with Diaz. He
Yeah,
had
I thought
a
that was,
contract signed with Spurs, and then they stole him out from underneath us.
yeah, it's because they looked at him. They thought it's going to be good signing for next season, but then as soon as they saw that somebody was going for him, and they just leaped forward and took that. And it was a very decisive decision as well, because if you look at him, he's very sharp on the ball. He very progressive. He doesn't hesitate to take chances.
Mhm.
Very sharp, and you kind of see it. They thought he was going to be the equal to Mane, which is impossible for
Oh,
to
yeah.
feel. But like, it's very you can see them working uh 2-3 steps ahead, trying to replace
Yeah,
the player as soon as somebody goes out. They have a succession plan in a way. That theory makes sense to me with Bellingham from Dortmund. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't nothing happens in the January, and they probably sign him on
I
the
hope not.
upcoming summer transfer.
I hope
yeah,
not.
it's probably up in the air now, because if they sell the club, it doesn't matter what the ownership group was planning. Like, it's probably going to be quite a bit of a shakeup. So who knows?
Wait, so you're
Maybe he
telling me
will.
LeBron
And
James isn't gonna own Liverpool anymore?
I think he'll still own part of
Oh
it,
God, thank
but
God.
Yeah,
I
because he
he's a
had like
minority
1%
owner.
stake or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's like
Whew.
nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. He's my favorite owner of a club.
I think he has like very minor stake, but he is very interested in owning team though in general. I think it's like, if Chelsea went for this price tag, I think I wonder how much Liverpool is gonna go for though. I know this is off
Ooh,
topic,
that's
but
true.
it's just I don't know if this is taking way too much
No,
than
it's fine.
your time than it's supposed to, but yeah. Anyways,
No.
back to the Dortmund and Dortmund game. It's going to be interesting between Chelsea and Dortmund.
Oh yeah,
I'll
I'm
I'll
excited for
just
that.
say Dortmund were bad in this game. I watched it, and they were stinky. It was not
Yeah.
good. I will say, when they don't have possession, they're better right now, which is not that surprising, but like, they're better without the ball.
I
Oof.
think it's true, because if you look at the stats, they have 60% of the possession, but if you look at their shot on target, or just shot in general, it's too many, but they didn't take any of them. Like, it's very odd thing to have.
I agree. I fully agree. Okay. Well, that was Bundesliga, and now we can move on to Uber Eats League, Ligue 1. First place is PSG. Second place is Lyon. Third place is Rennes. Fourth place is Marseille. Fifth place is Lorient. Sixth place is Monaco. And 20th place is Angers. And then match day 15. Let us get into it. Lyon and Nice 1-1, a draw there. Lyon and Clermont Foot 2-1 for Lyon. Rennes and Toulouse 2-1 for Rennes. PSG and Ajax is 5-0 for PSG. Battering. Brest and Troyes 2-1 for Brest, and a red card for Troyes being noté. Lille and Angers 1-0 for Lille, and a red card for them being noté. Montpellier and Reims 1-1, a draw there. Disappointing for Montpellier, but we move. Nantes and Ajaccio 2-2, a draw there. Strasbourg and Lorient 1-1, a draw there as well. And then Monaco and Marseille, a great game here. 3-2 for Marseille. Great game for them. Anybody want to talk about anything in the Uber Eats League, or we can just order Uber Eats and be done with this?
No one's catching up to PSG anytime soon.
Wow, you're a fortune teller, huh?
I mean, out of the amount of games that they've won, I mean, just give him the trophy already. Like call it a game. Call
You
it
never
the title
know.
already.
Len's gonna come back, man. You just wait. Just you wait. Just you. It's funny because PSG weren't even playing like their full good team.
I know.
Like their lineup, they have Donnarumma, Hikimi, Makulele, Ramos, Mendes, then Soyer, Pereira, Verratti, Neymar, Leo Messi. Okay, I lied. They did actually have good people, but um, Renato Sanchez came in and scored as well too, and yeah, then Erkatete. But yeah, okay, well, never mind. Don't listen to me. But yeah, PSG they did win that game. All right, well, now let us go on to our favorite time of the week, and that is, of course, football memes of the week, brought to you by Rivals Banters and Football Memes for the Lads. And this is our lovely mascot for the show. His name is Akin Febois. We love him. He is the best. He is the best. I'm trying to say beast. He is a beast. There we go. But yes, let us see the first meme of the week. Oh, that's not the first. Okay, so Fulham played Manchester City, obviously. No, that's a lie. Fulham played Manchester United. There we go. It's a Manchester. I got it right. And Fulham scored the equalizer. And Ten Hag looks over to Garnacho on the bench, and what does he do? he, I forgot. Is this Lord of the Rings? This has to be Lord of the Ring reference. He looks over, and he's like, "We need the boy."
No, I think it was no, it's not Percy Jackson. Never mind. I thought it was Percy Jackson.
I'm just gonna say Lord of the Rings and move with it.
Right.
Okay, but I just know the line. He's like, he turns like, "The boy, give him to me." But yeah, no, that's just talking about Alejandro Garnacho scoring in the last bitter licks of the game. All right. Next meme. Let us see this. So,
God dang
a
it.
lovely character that is just killing the football world right now is I Show Speed. I don't know his real name, but he's just a YouTuber from America that's found out about Ronaldo and just learning about football. And he's 17 years old, and he came over to England the past weekend and saw the United and Fulham game, and he took off his United shirt. Is now he's wearing a Fulham shirt. He went to London Stadium to watch United play West Ham, and he got a West Ham United shirt. He's looking like the NPC from FIFA, just wearing all the shirts. Why?
Nah, like I like Speed. I love Speed. Like his energy is just out of this world. But
Or
yeah, like the stuff he does, I'm like, dear God, what's he gonna do now? I'm
his
scared.
interviews with Manchester United are amazing. He
Oh
literally
my
met
God,
an
the
old
interview.
guy, and he made like a guy playing Peter Drury or something like that, and he's like, "You Beckham?" He's like, I love my Manchester United, baby. I play with this guy played with Manchester United in 1720. Oh my gosh. But yeah, sadly he didn't get to meet his idol Ronaldo, so and Ronaldo's leaving the club, so ooh, it's curtains for him. It is yeah, but poor guy. All right, now let us see the last meme of the week, and what are we gonna say about this, guys? Oh, Chelsea fans. All right, so Premier League clubs form right now. Arsenal win. It's WWDWW. Win win draw win win. Manchester City LWWWL. So lost W win win. Okay, we get there. Newcastle DWWWW. Liverpool WLLWW. Manchester United DWDWL. Chelsea LMAO. LMAO. How do you feel about this, Solomon? How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I mean, it's sometimes you gotta get roasted to just get yourself humbled just a little bit, you know. I
We've been
think,
getting roasted a little too much lately.
yeah. I mean, his old, you know how when he first came to Chelsea, he used to dress up and just
Had the nice
look
cut.
different. Yeah, he people would say always he glowed up, you know what I mean? And then now the results are coming back. He's going back to that
Ugly face?
shabby, yeah,
Oh
shabby
no.
Scooby
Oh
Doo
no.
look alike. So I'm like, the results are gonna come back for sure. Because if you get roasted properly, then you get your acts together. I think it's gonna be. I think in a way this is a good because it might be in a good spirit, to be honest. And
I
we are
can
losing.
only
Yeah.
hope so. I can really only hope so. So, all right. Well, yeah, that was football news of the week. LMAO Chelsea. All right. Now, injuries for the World Cup. I just want to briefly talk about this. So, just as of right now, Paul Pogba, Golo Kante, Mike Magnum from France, backup keeper, Timo Werner for Germany, Florian Wirtz for Germany. It's a big one. Diego Jota for Portugal, Jorginho Wijnaldum, yes, for Netherlands. Alexis Salamakers for Belgium. That's a big miss. Diego Carlos for Brazil. Yeah, Arthur Melo for Brazil, like he would even start. Ben Chilwell, England. Reece James, England. Jesus Corona for Mexico. That's a big miss. Marco Royce for Germany. He never gets to play for Germany. Why? Then Giovanni Lo Celso for Argentina. And then players that are possibly monitoring James Madison, but James Madison, he is going to go to the World Cup. I can't wait to see him there. Then Kamalainen, Sulemana for Ghana, and then Sadar Azuman for Iran. Then Raul Jimenez for Mexico. Then Sung Hyun Min for South Korea, but he's gonna play. Then Joe Allen for Wales, he's gonna play though. So I mean, the people on the screen right now, I don't know why I have them up. So like Dybala, he's playing. Juventus. No, what? Okay, he's playing. Vlasic playing. Sommer playing. Jimenez playing. Kyle Walker. Did Kyle Walker even make the squad for England? To be honest, I don't think he did. No, he didn't.
He didn't.
Mm.
Nope. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Okay.
isn't Jimenez not playing?
Is Jimenez playing?
I thought you just said that he wasn't playing.
Oh, wait. No, I did. I say that?
You
No,
did.
because Jimenez
We
played in the recent Wolves game, and
Okay.
he
I
looked
haven't
fine
seen
to
him in
me.
action in a while, actually.
I didn't see him when I was watching, but I didn't watch the end of the game.
Let me. Was it? Oh, okay. I just looked up wolves on Google and I just got some nice looking Alaskan wolves. Lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw him in there because I know him very uniquely for his headband that he wears for his concussion.
Oh,
Um.
there was another Wolves player wearing one.
Oh, lovely. Okay, never mind. Oh, it's probably Hangwing. Sorry, he I cannot pronounce Huang.
Playing He Chan.
Yes. Huang He Chen. I guess that was him because I know he did get injured recently. Yeah, maybe Jimenez is not playing actually. So, oof, that's a big miss for Mexico if that happens. But I know Araujo he is playing.
No, they're monitoring Jimenez, but I think he's gonna be playing.
Okay, well that's good at least then. But yeah. I mean, I can't really say. I mean, who do you think is going to be the biggest miss for the World Cup right now besides Conte?
To be honest, I don't think. Oh man, I don't think if because if you are gonna say the biggest miss, that means the team is gonna struggle without him. I think the French.
Fair enough. You know what? You're right.
Yeah, like the French squad is fairly
They have
deep.
depth. They have depth.
Yeah, so like I don't think they're gonna miss him that much. I think the ones that are gonna struggle is the ones that are losing their main star, which is I think
Yeah.
England is gonna suffer a lot because
Reece James. Oh,
yeah, Reece
yeah.
James
Uh,
for
And
us and for
Chilwell.
them, yeah,
oh.
Ben Chilwell as well. Like those are good players that can run both
Mhm.
on each wings. That's a
Yep.
great loss. I don't see them replacing either of those players. I mean,
Yeah.
they can find an alternative and try to work around their
Definitely.
formation. Like I mean, Trippier has been pretty good. I think that Chelsea game, he was showing his leadership quality. He was actually quite dirty in terms of play, which sometimes you need, but I don't know. I think
Mhm.
that's going to be the big. Those players for England are going to be a very big miss. And then they also didn't recall a lot of best England players. I know, like the reason behind it is
Amori,
very weird to me.
Ivan Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan Tony has been on fire. Like usually when people are performing to the level that you want them in your team. I think the point is to win. If you're going, you might as well take the best people. Instead, he called. But then again, this I don't know. This young squad might work miracles because they don't have that type of rivalry as the
Yeah.
older generations. So, but it's gonna be interesting. I think those are gonna be the big miss for me. I'm not
Mm.
certainly sure if they're taking Trent Alexander or
No,
not.
he's not going.
Okay, so that's even though he's not.
That's
I
so
don't think he-
surprising, honestly. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Mm.
that is, I don't know. Even though he doesn't, people criticize him for not defending that well. I think I would have still taken a chance on him. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
he
especially for
have
set pieces and
other,
stuff.
yeah, he have a very other good qualities that he makes up.
Yeah.
And I don't think a coach as big as club has would have trusted him in a lot of the things that he does on field. Therefore, he can produce the same thing on the World Cup stage.
Honestly, I think he's been doing great these past couple of games. I
Yeah,
think like he's been like one of the best defenders in England these past couple of games. If I'm being honest, do you guys agree with
yeah.
me?
But I was surprised that they didn't call him. Like that is strange, especially if you're
Did you just hear
struggling.
what I said?
Yeah,
But
he's not, or he's.
I didn't get to finish my sentence. Best defender in my ultimate team. So that's
Mm.
yeah. Trent hasn't been that hot lately. Come on, let's be honest. Come on. I hate to say it, but poor Trent, man. He's got an ultimate team. Hey, love him. Good job, man. You're gonna give me into Division 8 so far. So yeah, yeah. Okay, well, okay, everybody, woke up starting in a week. I'm so excited. I'm kind of excited. It is what it is. I mean, I'm happy about this and I'm not happy about this in other times. But all right, so you are held at gunpoint right now. You have to say the two teams you think that are going to be in final, and I'm gonna give 5 seconds. Emilio, who do you think is gonna be final? Five, four, two, one. Come on.
France and Brazil.
Okay, got it. Nice. Veronica, 5, 4,
France,
3,
Argentina.
2. Okay, okay. Solomon, 5, 4,
I think it's gonna be
3,
Brazil and
2,
Germany
1.
all over again.
Oh, that's a good final,
Ooh.
actually. Oh, that is interesting. I like that. Wow. Okay. You know what? That's something I didn't think about, but all right, I'm gonna say for me, 5, 4, USA and England. All right. Well,
Oh my
and then
god.
Christian Pulisic, the LeBron James of soccer, scoring in the 90th minute with a penalty. And then the sport was called soccer.
Oh, that was a really good that was a really good comedy skit.
Okay, wait,
USA
wait.
winning. That
Okay,
is a joke.
Emilio, if USA win, you have to call football soccer.
You know what?
Disgusting word.
I will take that bet because I know good in fact USA ain't making it that far. They have
They
no
got the LeBron
chance.
James of
Why?
soccer, man. Come on, man.
They may have the LeBron James, but what about other teams? I mean,
Yeah.
you still got Germany.
Who?
You still got Brazil.
No.
Who?
Brazil.
You
Brazil.
still got France.
Nah,
You
no.
don't understand. None of them have the LeBron James of
James of
soccer.
soccer.
They don't.
It's just
You're
Yeah.
incomparable.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, I know.
Misunderstanding, dude. USA have not gone even close or not even getting a nibble at the final. What makes everyone think in the United States it's good
Tim
to have
Howard's gonna
dreams,
come out of
but
retirement. Just wait.
but it's good to have dreams, but dreams often can get crushed. And I'm sorry to crush y'all's dreams, but it's never going to happen in ever.
No, but
So you're
just
telling me we struggled a little bit to qualify, and you think we're not going to automatically win?
We're gonna
I don't
struggle.
know.
We're
Yeah.
gonna struggle, but
think-
we are not going to win the World Cup at any circumstance in God ever in millennia.
I don't
No,
think
no, but
ever.
just as Eurythmics says, sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world in the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for the LeBron James of
my
soccer to
God.
win the World Cup. All right,
This
well,
man.
everybody, thank you for watching the show. And let me just say, Solomon, thank you for joining on. I know we've been trying to get you on for a long time, and just thanks for joining, mate. That was fun. That was really fun.
Oh, no problem. I wish it was in a very winning spirit, but you do what you can.
It was great. It was very fun. But we did, yeah, sad. All right, and then also, Veronica, thank you for joining as well, too. You are amazing, as always.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And also, Emilio, thank you, my lovely co-host, for being on as well.
As always, thank you for having me. Can't
We're
wait
gonna-
for the World Cup to start. It's
I
gonna
don't know
be
if you're
a
gonna say that
madness.
because we're gonna have a very busy schedule, mate.
Yeah, well, that depends on my schedule. But you know what? We're going to talk about it another
I'm
time.
gonna get gray hairs, but okay, it is fine. Well, everybody, thank you for watching the show on YouTube and on Spotify. Like, subscribe, and sharing it. Because without sharing it, how else are you gonna know that miracles will happen in this day of an age? And with that miracle, the USA will lift the Ballon d'Or of the world, the World Cup. Okay, but everybody, thank you for watching the show. And honestly, the World Cup, I cannot wait. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be nitpicking. It's gonna be early in the morning, and I'm gonna miss half the games, and I'm gonna cry. I cannot wait. It's gonna be lovely. But everybody, thank you for watching the show. And am I dragging this outro out for just a song? Absolutely not. You guys are crazy. What are you saying? Just stop being so selfish. But everybody, as we say on the show, we do say on the show something. Oh, of course, it came to my mind. And 3, 2, 1.
One love
love
football.
Football.
football. Thank you guys for watching, and bye bye.